So, we all know that sovereign citizens and the conspiracy community, they're sort of one and the same at this point. I mean, sovereign citizen stuff has been a conspiracy from the beginning, but it's kind of its own separate pseudo-law thing, right? Unfortunately, these days, the sovereign citizen community also tends to have a lot of crossover with sort of Q and anti-vax conspirators. So, this sovereign citizen has decided to take it upon himself to go into pharmacies and steal doses of vaccines so he can go and test it to prove that, I don't know, what he thinks are in them. Microchips, 5G, Bill Gates semen, who knows? Whatever he thinks is in them, it's probably not, though. So let's take a look at him commit theft, shall we?
I just want to read it. I'm taking the vaccine. I just want to read the vial thing. Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Background music. Love on time.
Hey,
yep, that's a thing.
Taking my vaccine here, guys. We're going to go test this. We're going to bring it to the lab. I'm an investigator here. You got wood trade here. You can take the mask.
Hey, Rob.
And
Sir?
I'm going to be taking this vaccine here. Don't touch me, okay? This is my vaccine.
You ever film yourself committing a crime? What a genius.
Guys. Just want to... Dude, this is poisoning people, okay? So,
He claims this isn't theft because he's like, well, the vaccine's free, so it's not theft. It is. There are like 6 doses in there. You're entitled to 1. Well, you're entitled to 2 doses if it's Moderna or Pfizer, but you get 1, and then like 2 weeks later you come back and you get another one. You don't get to take a whole bottle. It's not how that works.
just taking my vaccine. We are,
That's not the one you're getting anyway.
it ain't? It's a vaccine though, right? Okay, cool. I mean, I got it, so it don't matter. We out of here. Glad I didn't lock the doors on me. She didn't want to let me get it. But I got it again, guys.
He says he got it again because this is the second time he has done this. He did this at a different pharmacy as well and stole a vial of vaccine.
Yes, it is. It's the Johnson & Johnson one. Ugh, I had to finesse that one a little bit. Seemed like they were expecting it or something. But praise the Lord, guys. I got a full vial this time. Full vial. And they're definitely calling.
Is this not a crime? It is indeed a crime.
On the cops. But let's check it out. Yep, the Janssen COVID vaccine. All right, to the lab we go.
Apparently he went to some sort of lab, a private lab or something, and the lab turned him away. Surprise! They don't want to be party to his crimes. So that's fun. St. Paul sovereign citizen records himself stealing vaccines from workers. A 32-year-old St. Paul man has posted multiple Facebook videos of himself stealing Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines by pretending he wants to get vaccinated and walking out with the vials. Thomas E. Humphrey said on the videos he's a member of the Sovereign Citizen Movement, which is an anti-government extremist group that believes they are sovereign from the U.S. He also said on a video that he lost his business and home last year due to the pandemic restrictions and now lives in a van with his dog. He says on another video he has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, but disagreed with the diagnosis. He and Marcel should hang out. Humphrey posted videos of himself walking into an Alina Health vaccination site in Oakdale and leaving with a vial of Pfizer vaccine, calling it, quote, poison. The following day, he posted a video of himself taking a vial of Johnson & Johnson vaccine from a CVS worker, again, telling customers that it's poison. The videos, which have racked up thousands of views and comments, underscore the struggle of elected officials and public health experts who are trying to encourage Minnesotans to get vaccinated, just days after Governor Tim Walz said 70% vaccination rate would lead to further easing of pandemic restrictions. Oh, hats off. That means I gotta get another accessory. I'm gonna go with the glasses. I like these glasses. According to, Humphrey finally caught the attention of Blaine police after police were called to a quick shop where he took all the free sugar packets to draw some kind of analogy to stealing the free vaccine. The officers didn't seem to know anything about his vaccine theft and arrested him because he didn't have a valid license plate. He doesn't believe he's bound by law requiring them, he says in the video. So to be clear what happened, if you don't understand, 2 days in a row, he went to pharmacies and stole vials of vaccines, the Pfizer and then the next day Johnson & Johnson. People were telling him, this is illegal, you're stealing medicine. And he's saying, it's not stealing because they're free. You can't steal something that's free. And then to prove his point, he went to like a convenience store which has coffee and stuff for sale, and they provide free sugar packets if you buy coffee. And to make an analogy, he tried to take all the free sugar packets, and the police did arrest him in that situation because they were called for that, because it is illegal and you can be told no even though something's offered for free. And then he got arrested for not having a license plate because he is a sovereign citizen who, you know, breaks the law, because that's what sovereign citizens do. Fun. And you know what's even better? He filmed it.
Well, we'll see. I gotta go grab something in the store anyway.
Pro
How's it
gamer
going?
move,
Oh, you guys
by
gonna
the
talk to
way.
me?
Don't film yourself
All right,
committing
what's going on?
crimes.
I figured that because well, you guys are on Facebook Live. You guys recording this too? Yeah. What's going on?
Honestly, there are very few phrases in English that are more pathetic than I'm putting this on YouTube. But you're on Facebook Live is up there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like,
I took a bunch of sugar just now.
Took a bunch of sugar. What kind of sugar?
There was free sugar
Hydrate.
packets in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just eat them or what?
No, I ran out of sugar at home, and I was using it as an example, okay?
Okay.
Because, people are calling me a thief, and, I agree that it's a...
let me describe to you the crime that I've committed to illustrate that I've not committed a crime.
asshole move to take more than, you should. But is it really a crime, though? I just took more than what I should have took. I was just using...
If the store policy, I would imagine the store policy is something along the lines of, if you get a coffee, you can get sugar packets. They're probably not going to overtly police how many sugar packets you use for your coffee, but it's pretty clear that it's probably up to the discretion of the worker, right? You didn't even buy coffee, as far as I understand. You just walked in here and you tried to take a bunch of sugar packets, which are supposed to be for if you buy coffee. They're allowed to say to you, no, fuck you.
that as an example.
At that point, you can be trespassing, or they could consider that theft. Whatever.
There was no crime committed. I mean, it's an asshole move. So okay, so anyways, I was just using that as an example. People are watching. I got a bunch of followers. And so I did it on Facebook Live. I'll bring the sugar back. I don't need it. I just did it as an example because, did I commit a crime?
Well, let me quick. There's
Yeah.
free sugar packets.
Yeah.
Okay. We haven't even been told about those. We didn't even know about those. Can you keep your hands in your pocket?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't even been told about the sugar packets.
Oh.
So you just said that. At least I haven't.
Okay.
If you took free sugar packets, that's obviously not a crime. I'm not
Oh,
too
okay.
concerned about sugar packets.
Yeah.
The reason we're here is somebody called because you've been sitting here for a while, and they were concerned about your safety. They were
Oh,
concerned that
okay.
You were going through some sort of medical issue or whatnot.
Okay.
So we came here because they said you haven't been pumping gas. You've been sitting here for a while. Correct?
Yeah, I've been talking to my followers. That's
He's been acting so erratically at his phone that someone called the police to check on him.
why.
You've been on your phone.
Yeah,
Well,
that's...
I appreciate you not driving and going on your phone.
Yeah, no. I've been talking to my followers,
Yeah,
But
that's right. We're not here for sugar packets.
oh, okay, sweet. Well, I got to from the horse's mouth, that it's not a crime. I can
He apparently does get caught because he doesn't have a license plate, though.
take as much free sugar as I want. But yeah, no, I'm fine. I was just talking to my followers.
Okay.
Yep.
How many times can he... no one cares that you have Facebook followers.
My caveat to that would be is
This video only has 11,000 views anyway.
it's really up to the business. Like if
Right.
they ask you not to, which
Right.
is kind of what I actually talked to the other.
I would imagine also a lot of these views are people like me because this got linked in the article, and I've seen this on Reddit and stuff, so I would imagine a lot of these views are people making fun of him.
Employee. They don't want you doing that.
I understand. It's an asshole move to do, I mean, but just as an example, I can bring it back if they want, but
I don't think they. I think more their concern is just if you're loitering in the lot, they're asking that you leave.
yeah, no, I actually am gonna get gas and I'm about to get an energy drink. So I just been talking to my followers. So
Okay.
yeah.
What is your name?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, you did approach us.
That's
Right, no, I can
You were
I
wondering if you committed a crime.
yeah. Well, was there a crime committed?
There was not a crime committed.
Do you have reasonable articulate suspicion I've committed a crime?
You don't have to give your name on just that.
Right. Yep. So
you
that's
can simply say no, thank you.
Yeah.
And that can be it.
no. All right, you guys have a good day. I thank you. I love you guys, though. Seriously, I still love to be able to call 911. You know what I'm saying?
Good deal.
Come protect me, but
appreciate that.
yeah, no crimes being committed. I'm a peaceful inhabitant of the earth. Wish no harm upon no one. God bless you guys, though.
Do you think the red flag's already going off for the sovereign citizen stuff with the cops? Like, oh god, peaceful inhabitant of the earth, has a crime been committed, etc., etc.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna let the employees know just what's going on, and then.
All right, sounds good,
Alrighty.
man. So
Hi,
I mean,
Sushi
that's awesome. I got to kind of bring the example full circle, but I guess they were called because I was sitting at the gas pump talking to you guys for a while, but. That's what I'm saying. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I almost said something about the vaccine. God said to use some wisdom.
I almost said to the cops that I had committed crimes the past couple of days. Probable felony theft of medication from a pharmacy. But I decided that might not be the best idea, so I didn't. Probably the best call he's made this week.
I mean, probably not a good idea. Blow my cover like that. I mean, I'm already blown anyways, but, I almost was like, I'm giving an example about what I did yesterday. Not a good idea. Not a good
This
idea.
is the vaccine
But,
guy, yes?
let's see what I want. I could just tell, dude. I could tell they were here for me. They parked way over there, and then they walked up to the employee.
This video's an hour and 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna start skipping through. I assume he'll get confronted at some point about not having a license plate.
And I was like, dude. So when I said I've been fighting all alone, I know that there are people all over fighting, but because that's what a driver's license is. Have a nice day. I'll find out in a
Here
second.
we
Anyway,
go.
I live in my van. I've been doing all this from my van. I have a printer, and I got a mattress back there, and their dog is back there. Okay, so here, my friend's dog is with me too. So here we go. Yep, following me.
You're not supposed to, I'm pretty sure if you're, filming a video, I guess I don't know if he has a rig. That might be fine, but it kind of looks like he's doing this when he's driving, and most places you're not really supposed to be interacting with your phone while you're driving.
So, in order for them to stop me, they have to have reasonable articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime. All right.
Immediately the lights go on.
So they're pulling up behind me, and I'm not stopping until I get to my house because.
Oh, that's generally not a great call. You should pull over as soon as it is safe to do so when you're being pulled over by the police.
I have their dog with me.
If you need to, Let's say that it's nighttime. This is just general good advice. Let's say it's nighttime and you want to get to a more well-lit area, and you want to signal to the police, like, hey, I'm gonna pull over, just, like, give me a second to find a place. You can put on your hazard lights. They'll probably, know what's going on. They'll know. You're good. Don't just keep driving. They're gonna assume you're running away from them. That's not good.
And there's no emergency. So in order for them to actually put on their emergency lights, they actually have to have an emergency.
That's untrue. I don't know where sovereign citizens get that idea, but that's untrue. They can put their lights on to pull you over.
So I'm gonna drive to my friend's house because her dog is with me, just because potentially they could pull my car, tow my car, because it's not registered, and I'm getting this dog home. So
why did you bring the dog then? Why did you bring the dog?
I'm not running. I didn't accelerate. I'm going to...
As we all know, it's not running from the police as long as you don't accelerate, okay? If I'm going 60 miles an hour when they go to pull me over, as long as I maintain 60 miles per hour and don't accelerate, then it's not running, okay?
A dead end.
That's not true, in case I need to say that. If you're moving and they're telling you to stop moving, you're running.
In here. So you guys are going to witness this. This is how you deal with public servants, okay? Thank God for this. Like, seriously, this all happens for a reason, okay? All right.
I think even the dog knows this is fucked up. That dog's expression is like, oh God, why am I in this car with this psycho?
You guys get to witness this. Here's how you deal with public servants. It's all right, Coda. Do shit. I hope this dog doesn't bug me. I'm sorry. I noticed you, but I was a block away from home. I'm
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
dog sitting. So this is my friend's dog.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is it in the back seat or?
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
Back here.
I'm Officer Westland Police Department.
Yeah.
So the reason I stopped you today is you don't have license plates on your vehicle?
Yeah, I do. Oh, well, it's not license plates. It's We the People plates on there.
Yeah, but you don't have
That's not a license plate. Do you know what the license and license plate stands for?
Minnesota issued license plates for your vehicle?
Right. Yep. This is private property.
It's private property that you're using on public roadways.
Do you have your driver's license approved?
I don't have a driver's license. I cut it in half and I sent it to the Department of Motor Vehicles, Don Olson, with a cancellation letter due to the lack of full disclosure on their end as my right to travel as an American national.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
I know. Okay, so this is what you guys have taken an oath.
Do you have proof of insurance on the vehicle?
I'm bonded underneath my nation's bond number.
What book was that? Was that a Black's Law dictionary? What was that?
So yes, it's not insurance. It's a bond. Okay, so
Okay.
I will be able to cover my financial responsibilities if I damage someone's property. Yes.
Do you have proof of that?
Yes, I do. But this is the Constitution you guys swore to protect and defend. So I ask you guys, are you honoring your oath to protect and defend the Constitution today?
Right now I am, yes.
All right, thank you. So I appreciate it.
explained you-
Have a nice day.
No, this is not.
All right. Well, I'm
Okay, well, let me
I'm
explain
on
to you.
Facebook Live. I'm just showing this. This is all perfect. So
That's fine, they can-
I'm gonna grab my identification.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no problem. I know it's
The way he looks in the camera too, you can tell he thinks he's nailing it. He's like, yes, look at me, followers. I am fucking killing it right now. No, this is going so poorly.
you guys are on edge, dude. Everybody's hating the police, and like, I definitely understand. I appreciate you guys.
You absolutely, I totally understand what you're doing. And
Yeah.
I have no issues with it. The only thing on our end is that, especially like when when we do observe a violation, we're gonna act on it. You know.
Right, and I know you guys are just doing your job.
That's one of those sovereign citizen fake ID cards. I mean, you could always get like a non-licensed ID card if you just want something that says who you are, but obviously it's not going to be recognized by anyone. It's not going to be recognized by the state or the police or whatever. They buy these from people and expect them to hold the same weight as like a driver's license or some other government-issued ID, and of course it doesn't. It certainly doesn't give you the ability to drive on public roadways without a license.
Of enforcing policies, but policies is not law. Policies, you know, and if I were to
What is law?
Law is common law. Common law. Common law is what we all agree upon.
And we live in a society, Joker meme, and we live in a society where we have a representative democracy at the state and federal levels and local levels, where we have legislatures, like state legislatures, federal legislatures, Congress in our case, that people send representatives there, and then since we all agree to this system of government, then that legislature passes laws, right? So that's the law, whether you like it or not, because you're part of a system in which people consent to that governance. You don't have to personally consent. Society consents.
You know, you agree I shouldn't steal your stuff, right? That doesn't have to be spoken. I agree that I should have the right to travel upon the world God gave me without having any...
You can travel all you want, but you can't drive your motor vehicle on public roads, and I don't care if it's private property, it's on public property.
You know, adhesion contracts to have to enter into. Because that's what a driver's license is. It's an adhesion contract that is policy. So if I agree to you guys, and I agree that, you know, if I sign a driver's license, I'm agreeing to 6 stories of laws from jaywalking to vehicular manslaughter.
But you understand that these laws in the Constitution has been well argued, and that the Supreme Court has determined that enforcing traffic and vehicle laws is a lawful act by law enforcement.
Oh, it is, yeah. If I contract with you guys, yes, but this vehicle is not registered.
I need to get sovereign citizen bingo at some point,
right.
because this guy's nailing it.
It's
every single space.
Your laws operate within your property. So if I were to register this vehicle, then you guys have every right to tow it. You can ticket me.
They already
and also,
do.
If I didn't cancel my driver's license, you can also ticket me. You can take me to jail. But I'm a private American national, and am I detained right now?
You are detained.
Okay, so yeah, in order for me to be detained, you have to have a constitutionally lawful warrant signed by a real judge.
No, they don't. If they were like coming to arrest you, and it wasn't something that was... They don't need a warrant to arrest you necessarily if they see you commit a crime or have a reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime, then they can arrest you. But there are cases where you need a warrant, like signed by a judge. This is not that case. They don't need that. You've committed a crime out in the open. You are currently admitting to committing crimes. The law applies to you.
Otherwise, it's $1,000 a minute to be detained illegally.
So I'm going to tell you right now that is not accurate.
Oh yeah, it is.
All of the gobbledygook that you're saying is not accurate.
It's not gobbledygook, sir. It's accurate because I'm a private American national.
Okay,
that's the only reason.
Call yourself
that's not a thing.
Right.
That's fine, and you can abide by whatever you feel you can. But I'm going to tell you that when you're operating a motor vehicle on private property, which you were, you are subject.
Public property. The cop fucked that up.
Okay, to the vehicle laws and restrictions that every other driver in this country is subject to, whether you believe it or not. And
public roadways.
Yeah, we don't have. I'm not trying to argue.
Nope, exactly.
I love informing you guys too. You know,
We're here to learn too.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm
also here to
Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead because there's an hour left in this video.
move this.
No, I'm not doing that. The terminology of
so
them.
All of them are bad. These are actually, and no, not all of them are bad. These are actually good guys. These, you know, she's getting trained. He's really, I mean, and he's probably on his P's and Q's because, you know, he's got a pretty girl.
Ew.
You know, he's training and trying to, you know, he's trying to show how to.
Why's he gotta be gross on top of being wrong?
be a respectful law officer. So I thank God for his training, because he's doing a for they know not what they love. That wouldn't be theirs. Here's the responsibility.
Oh yeah, the last bit of this is just like he just throws his phone on the car next to him, or in the seat next to him, rather.
Step out for me. All right.
Yeah, this is when he gets arrested.
My keys are on the floor. No, I'm taking them. All right. I've not been combative. You guys, you guys don't have to grab me hard. I'm compliant. Don't worry about it, okay, guys? So this is cool. You guys will be receiving a notice of a claim for damages for violating my rights here. I'm 100%
Right. No, sir, that's my phone. You can't take that. Let's go over here.
So he got arrested. Let's see what the rest of this article says. According to the Anoka County Sheriff's Department website, Humphrey was jailed and released Thursday. The site doesn't say what he was arrested for, but on Humphrey's Facebook video, officers told him he was being arrested for obstruction and misdemeanor violations. The first video, filmed Tuesday, shows him in his van joking about putting a mask to get the vaccination site and hiding his phone in his pocket while recording the incident. Quote, "This is for the greater good," Humphrey said before going inside. "There's people lined up out here to take their vaccine. I'ma take mine too." Humphrey then walked into the vaccination site and went through the process until it was time to get the shot. He asked to see the vaccine, then swiped it from the worker, took his mask, and said, "This is what they're poisoning everyone with." A worker followed him to the door, telling him that there were multiple doses in the vial. "That's how you take your vaccine, guys," Humphrey said on the video afterward. He encouraged his followers to do the same thing, saying, "We're putting an end to this expletive." The following day, he recorded a video taking a vial of Johnson & Johnson vaccine from a CVS. Again, he told people the store was, quote, "poisoning people," and he left. That same day, he recorded a video of a trip to a laboratory where he asked a microbiologist if he could get 2 vaccines tested. He was sent elsewhere. Attempts to reach Humphrey were not successful. Oh, man. What a wild guy. I'm saving him for another time because I have a feeling we're going to be seeing more of this guy at some point. I'm assuming he got released from jail because he's probably I assume he has a court date for the lack of license plate thing. And I think, did they say resisting was one of the charges? Either way, interesting story about a disturbed individual who's fallen, unfortunately, for a lot of different conspiracy theories. So, don't be like that guy, I guess. Let's check the bingo card and then we'll do bits messages.